Welcome back everyone to the Collector channel. So in today's video I wanted to go over the huge price jump recently on a lot of sports cards, especially the modern cards. There's been a huge increase in price, or a huge jump, really in all sports, but especially what I've noticed is basketball cards. So again, rookie cards, significant cards. And what I mean by that is, like, I guess you could even say this Fleer Jordan's a significant card. Mass produced, but it's Michael Jordan on a card during his playing days. So a lot of stuff is going up. Even more recent cards of star athletes. You have a lot of Mike Trout cards, just to name one. I mean, there's a ton of others too that are just super expensive. They're going for over $100,000 for some of these cards. It's unreal. I heard of one story where someone picked up some basketball cards. They're just basketball cards from the past couple of years, and they're star cards, but they look just like any other card. They found them at a antique store, and someone noticed that, wow, this is an autographed card, or autographed cards, and they're numbered. I'm gonna buy them. I think they bought them for like $50 for like a huge stack of them. And they ended up getting some of them graded, and they went to auction, and they got over $50,000. So they turned that $50 into over $50,000, which is amazing. So a lot of people are buying this stuff for super high prices. Now for me, I look at these prices and I'm not going to get into buying this stuff because it's something that I just don't collect. A lot of the stuff I buy, for the most part, I buy with the intention of holding on to it, collecting it, and I buy it for the enjoyment. And if I can resell it down the road and not lose, that's fine, that's good. So that's kind of how I buy stuff. I don't usually go out there and say, like, for a 1986 Fleer Michael Jordan, now that the prices of a PSA 9 are over $10,000, I'm not the type of collector that goes out there and says, wow, the prices have been so inflated, now I'm gonna go get that card too while they're at their peak. I just don't do that. Now if I could go back a couple years and buy those Jordans for a fraction of the price, yeah, I probably would do that. Or if there's cards I feel are undervalued, maybe I would grab some of those. But I don't put too much time and effort into finding the next big thing. I'm a collector. I buy this stuff because I enjoy collecting. And if I find that something I bought for a cheaper price at one time and I don't really need it for my collection anymore, or want it for my collection, and the price is like quadrupled times 10 or something, yeah, I'll definitely consider selling it. Absolutely. But anyway, to get back to my point, I'm making this video unedited. I'm just going from what's on my mind. So yeah, anyway, about the recent card market, I think for basketball cards especially, the prices have just skyrocketed. And I've been around collecting for a while, and I've seen price jumps on certain cards, certain players, certain years, so on. And I've seen them especially since 2015. It really went from, the vintage market really saw a huge uptick in prices and value. And now I'm seeing it with more modern stuff. I really didn't see 80s and 90s stuff doing what they're doing now. I couldn't have guessed it. I just had no idea that this card right here in a PSA 10 today would be over $300. I just didn't see that coming. I didn't. And the reason why is because the supply and the demand. There's so much supply for it, and yeah, there's demand, but there's just so much supply of it. There's tons of these in high grade. Tons of them. I mean, I think there's thousands of them, even though the pop reports don't say it. I think there's thousands and thousands to be graded. So there's a ton of supply, but stuff like this is very valuable right now. This is a Michael Jordan card, 1990 Fleer. It's not his rookie, but it's a Michael Jordan card from his playing days, so very valuable right now in a high grade. Shaquille O'Neal rookie cards. I did think these were undervalued for the longest time. I saw literally like every player like skyrocketing. That was like a top 10, top 20 NBA player of all time. I was like, why are Shaquille O'Neal rookie cards so undervalued? It didn't cause me to go buy a ton of them. Seeing these for like $30 in a PSA 10, it didn't urge me to go buy them, but I did notice it. I was just like, why are these $30 to $40 in a PSA 10? It's Shaquille O'Neal, it's his rookie card. But then the other part of me is like, well, they are mass produced. There's probably so many. The supply, that's probably why. But anyway, these have gone up a ton. I think these are over $100. I know these are selling for like $100 or more, I think, for these. Same with this. This one is super expensive, especially the gold PSA 10. But even this, I think this is going for like $300. And it's really interesting. A few months ago, I saw this thing going for like, I think $80 in a PSA 10. So Shaquille O'Neal rookies have finally gone up and maybe gotten what they deserve. So again, this video is kind of a little bit all over the place. It's just me randomly talking about my thoughts, my feelings on the card market. So like I was saying, I don't get too involved in the hype of, oh wow, this card has gone up, 5 times. It's doubled like 5 times. So I'm gonna go buy a bunch of them. It's kind of like, oh, it's gone up 5 times. That's neat. I wish I would have bought some, looking back. But where was I going with this? Anyway, I just think it's important to be careful because I've seen this with other stuff. I saw it with a 1955 Topps Clemente rookie. I think, yeah, it's his rookie. I saw that card skyrocket in price, especially the high grades. Really every grade, every Clemente rookie was just skyrocketing. 2016 and 17, and this was big money. This isn't like these cards are $100. You don't have a lot to lose, but PSA 8 Clemente rookies were selling for over $100,000. So they're $20,000 cards, $25,000 cards, and then they all of a sudden climb up to over $100,000 in a PSA 8 for a Clemente rookie. So that card was obviously being hit by investors, people trying to make money, and it was like a game of hot potato with cards. Like, here, I'm gonna pass it to you, you take it, and then keep doing it, and who's left holding the card for this ridiculous amount of money. And it did happen. People spent huge money, over $100,000 on that card, and sales did go through. From what I heard, people did pay for it, and they're left holding the card. And then everyone backs away from the card, and then it drops back down to maybe not that initial $20,000 to $25,000, but drops down to $30,000 or $40,000. So someone buys it for over $100,000 and it drops to $30,000 to $40,000. So cards can go up, they can go up, 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 and then they can go down, 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 down. So be very careful. My advice is to be very, very careful buying this stuff when it's on this huge rise in price. In my opinion, a better thing to do would be one of two things. Find what you have in your collection, maybe see if it's worth grading. If it is, maybe get it graded. And if you want to sell it. It might be a good time to do that. Or if you find a good deal on something that, you find a good bargain on a card and you want to make some money off it, if that's what you're trying to do, maybe get it and flip it quick if you feel like you can. Because buying the stuff at record high prices and having that game plan of holding it for many years, it could work out, but I don't know. I don't really trust that it would. So in my opinion, I wouldn't buy a Fleer Michael Jordan rookie PSA 9 and say, oh, now's a good time to hold it for the next 20 years or 10 years, because I don't know what's going to happen with these cards in 10 to 20 years. But if you find one you think it's a good time to flip, yeah, maybe you can make a couple $1,000s off it real quick. So that's my thoughts. Anyway, I'd really like to hear everyone's comments. My camera battery is dying and I don't want to lose this video, so I'm going to end the video. Please comment below. Let me know your thoughts on stuff. If you have any unanswered questions or any more videos you recommend you want me to do, please let me know, and I'll try to get back to everyone. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.